pistoling players grab one, there's pretty much no way that you can get back in the window or the door, and unless you have a big flank and tunnel, it's round over. So you see a lot of teams play the 2-1-2. Long rushes are also hard to defend against, but on rifle rounds you might need 3 people. On ecos, you need 1 or 2.
Shadow gives way to the 3K. coldzera with one hell of a spray down. I mean, multi-frags have been the name of the game for MIBR in these opening 6. Every time KINGUIN seem to have some kind of a stance, some sort of footing, it's just denied entirely.
They actually feigned long control. It's not going to work, though, because the CTs are here. If they were there to fall back at long, this might have worked, but now they're just going to listen and play it like it's going to be some kind of A-split. That's a great flick.
It's a little bit of damage off the first one. Fallen's going to be pressured. There's so many bodies just ahead of him, and he's missed himself a second shot, but Tarek goes for the consecutive spray down, and he is combining with Fallen to turn them away. The 5th man's finally joining in off of the catwalk. He's a little late. Everybody's dead.
And it will be towards the A site, but MIBR are 1 step ahead. Already 4 players here.
Yeah, they had that 3-man stack towards Cat, which then translates fantastically into an A hold. If long A is in fact where KINGUIN are coming in from, then they are still going to be fine in terms of position, but it's going to come down to the kills. There's an exchange right away. Fallen and Tarek once more on the kill feed here for the defense, and it is even. Mauzino coming in from middle has the CTs a little bit split up here. We have to watch Fallen retreat towards Cat, while all the while coldzera holds towards site, and he has the element of surprise. They may have bomb, but he's got them lined up. It's going to be the clutch for the 13th. Fallen, can you close this?
He actually made the big rotate really early, so mentally I think that's going to give him a bit more time than he'd expect. And Mauzino now kind of keeping an eye on it, but I assume he might get a little bit lazy. It's the op again that is going to appear, and now Fallen's actually quite low, and Mauzino finishes it 1v2. Revel in this for one more round, though.
Yeah, no utility for the T's to try and lock down this bomb site, so they will be at the will of MIBR. Start to move this utility forward. Fallen still patiently looking for some kind of a kill, and he hits the no-scope for the damage. Poor Taz, before seeing anyone's dropped. And then it's coldzera to come in with a duo of frags, so FER from above denied. Manize has this, so it seems, because Fallen's got something to say. And Mauzino will clutch this one out. It's back-to-back rounds for KINGUIN.
By getting a kill or 2, but that Molotov is going to force him forward. Taz on the back line, he does open up, but it might be too late. This B site already hard to retake, and MIBR are crawling over it.
Here comes Manize just on the side of the smoke. Taz and Rollin with a couple of headshots, cuts this down into the 4v2, but the health is so low. Fallen's already got himself the first one, 3 left to connect, and he just can't do it. KINGUIN have got themselves a little wiggle room here in the second half.
Be present. This is going to feed into their fear a little bit as they walk out the smoke to help them cross, and now they get to crunch 2 players sitting in the site with no Molotovs to defend.
9 seconds up as well. FER's going to find the entry. That's big. The second one found from Fallen, and this site is just completely caved open. But yeah, no time. They haven't got the bomb down. It's a lost round.
And he was one of the players who was in CT spawn trying to get a kill, but could have been dropped potentially. And Fallen hitting a pick in the most honest way possible, straight through the middle of the doors. No wall bang involved. Man advantage early now for MIBR. What could be the last round of the first map of the grand finals here at ZOTAC Cup.
And no trade once again for KINGUIN. A constant problem they've had. Even further aggression. Stu's going to catch 2 pushing into the tunnels, and just like that, KINGUIN are down to 1 man.
But the bomb can't move right now. It's Taz who worked the CZ at the start of this to try and do something more, but he had way too much to handle.
Coming in on the flank. Rowan seems to be 1 step ahead, though. He's ready for this push, and perfect timing on the kill. Now this is going to make things easier for KINGUIN to come in on the retake, although Stewie, he's the man with the deagle, the man with the plan. He's already found 2 heads to start it off. Third walks around the corner, and Manize will finally find that shot. So KINGUIN, while they sustain some casualties in that round, they will be able to pick it up just as a diffuse kit player jumps on the bomb.
Yeah, good on Stewie there. That's the difference between just getting a little cash for yourself.
I absolutely will pick up a ZOTAC mini PC. And I would love to go into great detail about this, but I'm pretty sure somebody's going to execute before I'm done, and I'll regret it.
Look at this push. Stewie's already in the spawn. Mouse is going to trade things back, so it's not all bad for Team KINGUIN. You did lose that man advantage, but he still just have a second player here. FER's still aggressive as ever. Mouse still doubling down. KINGUIN have actually made a bit of a mockery out of MIBR at this point in time, but where will they end up? It looks like the B site.
Yeah, you're walking into coldzera. So, best of luck. He's got the cover to try and fall off after the duel. Eventually gets it, but it's used up a lot of his ammo. He's got 6 rounds left, and that's not going to be enough. Now Fallen has to clutch. This has been a 4K from Maus. He could still find himself the ace, but it's Taz to take it.
The food stand by.
Stewie's just going to commit to the spray down and even takes down a third. He knew he had enough bullets to get it done. Here's FER. He has come from the shadows to catch Taz by surprise. 1v5 on Mauzino. He's already been found out, so this is just Stewie winning a round.
The AWP versus pistols. Does retreat to the back of the site. Molotov's fire over it, so this is going to start to get hot. Tarek's got to step up as his teammate has already been taken out of the equation, but he's just hiding in the smoke, staying alive, delaying as long as he can, but he can't do a thing post that. Maus takes him down, and that's 2 gun upgrades for the side of KINGUIN.
2 CTs up now. Like you said, the upgrades, that's the most important thing. It's not just distance frags with the M4s in the dirt. No, they have been acquired. Mind you, the riflemen for Team KINGUIN have also been softened up, but clearly they're not going for this round. Fallen just wants to deal some sort of damage. This is just one of those moments whereby KINGUIN throw a Hail Mary, and it finds the players off guard. I mean, Tarek, he's in the back of the bomb site. They throw the smoke grenades at their feet to try and keep themselves alive. But here comes the execution into the A bomb site. We have seen smooth nade usage from KINGUIN, and they've done a good job of flustering the defenders, making them move and not allowing for them to be comfortable in their positions. But they have been comfortable in landing at 6 shots. The spray down from FER is going to be good for only 1, but again, you can't get past all of these bodies. They're so stacked up on the bomb site. MIBR just clamping down now, and a knife from Stewie.
Dang!
Nobody to help out FER. He's going to have to hope that maybe this goes over limits. It does long enough for him to get himself 1 kill, but has this created any new jobs on Cash?
I'd say that this is actually, it's continued to be a good thing for the CTs. Even just making it a 4v4 makes it that much easier. We see how all the information that Tarek gained paid off. I mean, the economy's good in this town, you know. They're thriving. High-paying jobs at the very least. Even if there aren't many.
Good night, coldzera. Fancy getting out orbed on the peak. Maus is going to be in this B site now, and KINGUIN are up for a shot. Molotov is going to hold them back for a few more seconds. They've not got much of that. 15 on the clock as the bomb makes its way to the back of the site, and it is an open plant. With Reach covering the cross, it's a double push from MIBR, but it's a double kill from KINGUIN. Curve holding the cross. He might be able to get the bomb. Oh, that's a big kill. Does he realize there's a second player up here?
Going to be a close one.
He thinks he has to plant. Mauzino pushed out of position, legged by the AWP, and now knows that he needs to deal with this threat as well.
Both of these players for MIBR are incredibly close to falling. It's going to be a reposition here from Fallen as he goes back into Z. Mauzino still trained over towards the truck wall. And Tarek, as he clears out Forklift, is going to have to be first contact, I'd say. I think he may have just heard the scope.
Yeah.
He just heard the scope from Manice. Now Manice is going to come across, and Tarek jumps over. No! They got it! Fallen setting up his team for success. Yet to round the corner, Reitz trying to use a bit of a verticality. Now they're going to be able to close that gap. Look at the way they're bursting forward. Tarek and Stewie with 2. Fallen with the 3rd, but now KINGUIN respond at the last possible moment. It falls onto Reitz, and he's dropped the bomb behind him. 15 seconds. He needs to prioritize plant. He's got it back in his position. But he's going to find no cover. So close, he's got to be cautious. Tarek's going to charge it in, so he tries to pin him into the corner, but Reitz with 6 HP has nothing left to do. He came off of the plant, and like that, KINGUIN will lose in the 30th round.
Fast into the B site. Note as well, coldzera is coming in through Ivy for that late lurk, and although he's taking his time, because KINGUIN are actually all over B right now, every single player. It's actually not a late lurk, they're splitting back A, they've run back, it's only a fake, it's a juke, because right now KINGUIN don't know what's about to hit them. Rallen spotted the first, and Maus has moved in to defend him as well, but Cold is finally wrapped up through Ivy, and that's where things get interesting.
Manice is going to give a chance to skewer this on the side. They're going to try and prioritize plant, but he can't hit the headshot. Eventually, he'll pick up his kill, and another one on top. But the whole time, FER has been creeping and crawling his way from B. Now, it's a 1 versus 4. It is highly unlikely, but he is now 1 step closer to the unthinkable and an upgrade. He'll swap over to the USP to try and mitigate this distance, but there are 3 players.
Oh my God!
Make that 2, possibly just 1. FER, the unthinkable. Manize is already home, but he's gone. FER! 16-14 loss hurt. We'll start a pistol with a 1v4 loss rate after.
We didn't get a Taz pause. There was no insta ice the kick. I mean,
Oh, hello, Manize. Well, whatever you can do, I can do better. Problem is, coldzera's coming in through the CT spawn. Oh, Manize! Don't do this to me. Surely not. Tarek's going to finish it off, but
sitting strong, just waiting for that one more mistake that they feel like KINGUIN will certainly want to make.
Ritsu is at the forward end of the upper shelf. He's the next casualty, so that's going to leave KINGUIN still at the B site, but just further from it. And then this is going to be another situation where they start to rotate away from a site just before the push comes in. They have this inclination to something on A, but that's not the case. MIBR have planted on B. While Mauzino clears the Ivy player, which is very crucial, it allows for him to come join the players on the B site. There is still one over there. But there's also all 4 of these terrorists tagged up, and now the kills start to trickle in. A second could be there, but Stewie's able to give cover, just allowing for the retreat to happen. FER finds safety for only a second, so it seems. Stewie has to come back for another trade frag. He's done this fantastically thus far, and Rollin, he's outnumbered, he's all alone, and he's just gonna walk away with his op.
2 up close on inner. There's nothing kind of bridging the gap between the inside and outside players. They're all relying on themselves. No one close to Z. Scout shots and T-Cons. 3 enemies show themselves at the bomb.
Mouse's Deagle. That's the entry that's going to let them out of the doorway, and he, oh my, he's able to help out with Taz, but coldzera's back over by Ivy Train, and Stewie's dropping down from the ladder room. It's going to be a long-distance shotgun, but the 12 gauge is good. And with 3 last kills, MIBR will do it. It is in such a convincing fashion that they pick up the Grand Championships of the ZOTAC Cup Masters 2018.
Okay, gentlemen, please step forward.
What a roar, Sammy.
We are all so excited about it.
Girl, you got me shook from the way your body looks. Got me riding hooks, got me feeling like a rook. I don't do it by the book, but for you I'll take a look. Don't know what your mama took, sweet and spicy like a cook, yeah. I'll keep it real, let's make a deal. Buy you a meal if you just let me feel. Get out your heels.